Next card. It's a weird looking card. What the heck is this?
Quito? Quito.
I didn't think this through. All right, let's continue.
Rack Cat? A raccoon? What does that say? Loses all mobility when not in Japan. Rocket attacks target insanely loud noises.
All right. It's nice looking.
I'll order some more of these Begimon cards for my shipper. Hang on, you guys. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious.
Let's get to the topic now, shall we? Just over a month ago, I believe it was on the 21st of May, I started opening a pack of Pokemon cards live on stream, and it actually was this box. This actual box right here, Mega Evolution. That was the first box that I started doing this, okay? By the way, this is just a troll, so I'm just going to ban them. But thanks for the $1 anyway, troll. It was this one, Mega Evolution, okay? At the time, I knew little to nothing about Pokemon cards, okay? Didn't know how it was going to go. Didn't know if people were going to care. If people were going to be incentivized to contribute to my streams to get packs open. Didn't know if we were going to get any good cards. I was a complete newbie, okay? Over the course of the last month, we opened Mega Evolution, Phantasmal Flames, Chaos Rising, Perfect Order, and Surging Sparks. We actually opened more than a box a week this first month that I adopted Pokemon card content. In addition, I learned a ton about the collecting of Pokemon cards, their rarities, their values, how it works. I also learned all about how to showcase them and collect them and sort them. All right. And we have integrated them into multiple streams. Usually the Pokemon streams and the TCG stream are streams focused a lot around the cards. Okay. How does it work? Well, you know, but I'll just tell you quickly again. Anyone who gives a $50 contribution, we open a pack no matter what. So if someone gives $50, we're opening a pack. Okay. Every $50 milestone starting at $100 raised cumulatively on a stream is another pack. So if we raise $100 today, that's a pack. $150, that's a pack, and so on and so forth as we go up. That's been working well. But then on top of that, I just instituted something new, Ultra Packs. These are very valuable, rare packs that you wouldn't want to buy in a box because you can't even get them in boxes like this. They're very high value because there's a very good chance that you could get a very expensive card in these boxes. For example, this is one of them right here, Destined Rivals. It's a set from, I think it was either early last year or late the year before. And there's like $500 to upwards of $900 cards that are in this set. Okay, multiple ones too, not just one or two, but a bunch. So with this, if someone does a $100 contribution on a stream, which is very rare, or if we raise $250 on a particular stream, which again is very rare, then we open a pack of these. Okay? And we just instituted this last night. And we opened 2 packs. So, basically, the whole Pokemon card thing has been an insane success. I've had streams where we opened 13 packs and made hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's wild. I never expected that it would catch on like it has. I didn't. Okay? It's wild to think that I now have a Pokemon collection of cards. You know, $300 card here, $100 card here, $50 card here. I think this one is like just under 20, and then these are like teens. You know, I have all these cards that I'm now learning how to sort and everything. It's pretty crazy. Okay, never did I think it was going to work as well as it has in the last month. All right, but there is. Oh, where did I get the packs? You can get them on tcgplayer.com. There's a marketplace there. You can also buy them through Rare Candy, which is the app that I scan my cards through. You can also buy them through Amazon. You can also buy them on other websites. Like, there's a lot of places you can get them, but they are super expensive. No matter where you buy them, those rare packs are very expensive. Because Cracker Jack just asked me, where did you get those rare packs? There is a but here that we have to talk about, and it's not my but. All right? It's the fact that with all of this happening in the last month, the craze over the Pokemon cards, me opening so many, pretty much every stream we're opening Pokemon cards, at least 1 pack. There's been very few streams where we didn't. Like yesterday, there was the Code Veronica X stream. We didn't do anything with cards at all. Rarity, really, honestly, because most streams were doing it, right? So what's happened is there's a couple things going on, and here's what I think is going on. Number one, my detractors / trolls / shitbags on the internet who don't like me or are jealous of me are very upset that I'm doing something that's successful. They can't believe it. Oh my God, Phil is doing something that it appears he's having fun doing, and he's making money doing it, and people like it. Horrible. So we have to spin it in every possible negative way. We have to say all these horrible things, even though nothing is true. You're just saying nonsense. Oh, he bought the cards. He didn't really pull them. Oh, he's scamming people and blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit, but they have to always spin something negatively. I don't care about those people. Those people don't affect me because they never come and support my content anyway, so I don't give two shits. You know, I love when other content creators now are going to watch, oh, look, he's pulling cards. He's not giving them away. He's not selling them. No, because I'm not a PokeTuber. I do things differently. I always have. My audience likes it. If you don't like how I do it, tough shit. You can sit and spin. No one cares about your opinion. Everyone here likes what I'm doing, so why would I give a shit? Right? Exactly. But outside of those toxic circles and reactors who no one gives two fucks about, there is some valid criticism coming in, okay? And I would argue that the criticism coming in is from two different parties. There's the more casualized group who watch my stuff from time to time and like the variety of games that I do. I have a hair that keeps popping in front of my eye, and I'm trying to get it. So there's a casualized group of people, okay, who like what I do, come by from time to time, all right? But they don't watch all the time. And what they've noticed, if they looked at the content I put out in the last month, they're like, Phil finished Pokemon Fire Red. He started Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. He started playing Pokemon Champions. And now he's playing a trading card game all at once. That's a lot of the similar content, right? That is absolutely correct. Okay? That's absolutely correct. That's, you know, I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of similar content all at once. And that's a valid criticism. Okay? I'll address that right now because I already have, but a lot of people haven't heard it or haven't listened. There's not a lot going on in gaming right now. It's the summertime. Summer is historically slow for video games, okay? Once we get to a busier time of this year, for example, the fall, right, when we're going to have all these new games coming out, and I'm going to be struggling, okay, struggling to balance what I'm doing, okay? We're not going to have time for Pokemon all the time. To be frank, unless it's a brand new Pokemon game I'm playing, Pokemon content is filler content. It always has been. Right now, we're doing an older Pokemon game that re-released in 2021, a kind of, you know, multiplayer only, almost gacha formula game, and we're doing a trading card sim game that's an indie game. Why are we doing those? Because there aren't enough major big releases coming out to fill a schedule. In fact, there's been almost none. The few games that have come out, like Mina the Hollower, I don't really like. So what are you going to do? You got to do something with the time, right? So that's what we're doing. And I honestly understand people who are saying, well, it seems like it's too much of that content. Gotcha. Don't worry. There's new stuff coming up. Star Fox on Thursday. The Indivestance Day Marathon will be very different. In fact, for the record, on Indivestance Day, we are not opening any packs of cards. That day is all about the silliness of the vests and the hats and doing the closet clean out and look at my classic game collection. I don't want it to be anything about cards. We're actually taking a day away from cards purposefully on Indivestance Day to do that instead, and then we'll get back to the card stuff later. However, I do have an announcement. Okay? I will be giving away a lot of freebie stuff on Indivestance Day. That's all I'm going to say for now. But if you tune in live to the Indivestance Day Marathon, I'm going to be giving away freebie stuff during that stream. But that's all I'm going to say for now. More information as we get closer to Indivestance Day. Because I had an idea. I put it into motion. It's not fully formulated yet. But once it is, I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay? But I want to give back. I'm going to be giving stuff away that day. Okay? Cool. Okay. So, anyway. Then further in July, again, we're going to have Assassin's Creed. We're going to have checking out Pal World. There's games at the end of July. In September, or August, September, October, all right? All those months, there's insane amounts of releases, all culminating with GTA 6 in November. We are going to be very busy with hot new games for the rest of the year. So rest assured, if you're not into Pokemon content, you're still in the right place, just really not now because there's nothing going on. You know? I am thinking about, hey, let's do Dark Souls 2 or 3 or whatever. I'm listening to your feedback, and, you know, people seem to want different kinds of games. All right, fair enough. We'll do that, right? So don't worry. Your criticism is valid. All right. And if you feel that I'm doing too much of the same content, that is a fair assessment. I'm only doing that because there's really nothing else going on. There will be more variety soon when games start to come out. So that's number one, okay? Couple shout outs. Looks like Buffalo Bill did another $2 super chat. Again, I'm just not going to read their toxic messages, but I'll accept their money. So thanks for $2 there. So, wow. Hold up. Because this is going to tie directly in to everything that we've been saying. I just received a $500 tip. $500 tip from an anonymous tipper who says, let's rid some packs and do some Pokemon because the Pokemon content is doing huge. $500 tip out of nowhere. I'm not making it up. It actually just happened. I wasn't expecting this because obviously I had a big topic and we're going to do the topic anyway, but it looks like we're doing a lot of cards. All right. So, holy crud. I mean, we're going to go through these cards so fast this week. This is insane. That's so much. I don't even know how many packs we're opening yet. Hold on. Well, thank you so much, obviously, to the person giving $500 on this stream. That's insane. Okay. I'm sweating. I was already sweating because it's going to be 90 degrees today, but now I'm really sweating. $500 is insane, man. Thank you. All right, so we got to do the math because here's what I mean. Think about how many packs we're going to open on this show. All right. So because of what we're doing. So first of all, we have a new box. This box will be opened. All right. $50 contribution is a bonus pack. So that's one. Then we're going to do 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. We're opening 10 packs from this Mega Evolution box right now. 10. And then on top of that, because this person gave so much, we hit multiple milestones. I said every $250 milestone we hit, we'll open a pack. So we've got a $250 milestone that we hit. That's a guaranteed pack. And because this person gave over $100, that's another one. So we're opening 2 of these packs. And then we're opening 10 of these packs right now. I guess you want to do one of each. I guess we'll do one of each of these again, like we did last night. So we'll do one here and one here. And then we'll do 10 here. By the way, this box has some promo card in it. And it's my first box of Mega Evolution I had didn't have the promo card. This one does. So I don't know what the promo card is or if it has any value. We'll check it out. Okay. So to the anonymous $500 tipper, obviously, thank you so very much. That's amazing. Now we're going to have insane Pokemon content on the Pokemon stream. I really appreciate that. Okay. Okay. So, holy crud. Now, getting to the point that I was making, let's talk about the topic first, then let's open some Pokemon cards, okay? So, here we go. I got to put packs to open 10. We're literally opening 10 packs already. So right now, we are on pace to actually have the most packs opened on any stream because we're doing 10 regular packs and 2 premium. So you know what? I should put 12. The most we've ever opened on one stream is 13. So we could actually hit a milestone of that too. We could actually hit a record today if we get more support over the stream, which likely we will. I didn't play an animation because obviously we just did a big celebration talking about the card. Someone's like, why didn't you play the animation? I don't have a $500 animation. That's insane. Okay? Okay. So, getting back to the take. So, criticism number 1, Phil, you're doing too much Pokemon or card-related content right now. That's a valid criticism. I agree with you. It's only because I still can't get this hair that's blocking my eye, by the way. That's only because of the time of year it is, and there's not a lot of games. When more games come out, we'll be doing bigger variety of content. I promise you that. And don't worry, the variety will be coming later in the year. Because here's the thing, okay? In regards to this is doing well financially, but my views on the channel are down. I'm not shocked. We're not doing any hot new games. So the views are down, and there's nothing you can do about that. That's what happens when I'm this kind of variety creator. My views on the channel and the attention I get is reliant directly to what we're doing and what's out. When new games come out, the views go up. Take a look at Resident Evil 9. My views skyrocketed. And then they plummeted after because there's been no hot games at all, you know? So now when the games start coming out again, we'll get the views back and it'll be fine. I'm not really worried about it, okay? So that's what we're doing right now. But the other criticism, and this is also a valid criticism, longtime viewers and fans of mine, more than a few of them because I know who they are, they've been messaging me, either leaving comments or talking in chat or even privately contacting me saying, Phil, we're concerned because you haven't ever done stuff like this before. It's always been just you playing video games and enjoying them. Okay? That's all it's ever been. And now you're doing this different kind of content. Now, admittedly, I've done other content. I've done reacting content. I had a whole edited style video channel in 2016. I've done other content and I can make it work. You've seen I can do drama content. I can do react content. And it works to some extent, but it doesn't work full time. It's kind of like little diversions I do here or there, and they've worked. And then we stop doing them for a while, and then we go back to them and they work again, right? When it seems more like it's something that I'm doing fresh, it works. The gaming stuff works all the time. That stuff works for variety, okay? Fair enough. But what people are saying is they're nervous because they're seeing me do so much in regards to the Pokemon cards, and they're nervous I'm going to become a Pokatuber. For those who don't know, there's an entire group of YouTubers called Pokatubers, and all they really do is Pokemon content. And you might be being like, how could you just be a Pokemon tuber? How could that be successful? You have no idea the amount of Pokemon content that's out there. You have to think, there's the mangas, the anime shows and movies, there's the cards, there's the games, there's variations and spin-offs of games, there's specialty runs of games, all of that stuff. There's the physical collection of games outside of just playing them, right? There's entire conventions, there's theme parks, there's restaurants. I'm not kidding. Pokemon is the biggest IP in the world when it comes to the variety and profits that it brings in. I'm serious. So there's entire YouTubers who base their existences around Pokemon alone. All right? It's pretty crazy. Do I want to do that? No. But I like the fact that I tried something different and it has exploded in the last month. I never expected that whatsoever. Not once did I ever think doing this, someone would be like, wow, I really like Phil opening Pokemon cards. I'm going to give him $500. No, never did I expect that. That's insane, but it's my reality. Just like 18 years ago, when I thought if I turn on a camera and I point it at my widescreen TV at an angle with this standard definition camera, and I just talk shit to a video game, would anyone watch this? Probably not. Let's just fuck with it. Oh, look, now hundreds of thousands of people are watching me do it. So that's what I mean. You try something different. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it's definitely working, okay? But I don't want to become a Pokatuber. I want Pokemon content to be part of my content. I want to play some games from time to time. I want to do the card collecting, but I don't want it to be the end-all, be-all of my content, okay? For anyone who's worried about it, all right? I'm just going to point to a couple examples, all right? When I was doing the reacting content on DSP Reacts, people said, oh, no, he's doing reacting. Does this mean now he's going to stop playing games? Did I stop playing games? No. And in reality, the reacting stuff lasted a couple of years, and then we were like, okay, whatever. Not a big deal. And then we moved on when it kind of petered out and it wasn't as exciting anymore, and people weren't really tuning into it. And that very well could happen with this Pokemon content, that now it's hot and people like it, but eventually, you know, no one will care. And that's fine. Then we can phase it out. But at least I'm having fun with the hobby now. I'm actually getting into it. I like the collecting aspect of it. I like sorting the cards. I'm putting decks together. I say decks, but what I mean is sets. Like the deck is a play deck. I don't mean a play deck. I mean like the whole set of cards. So I'm putting together the whole set of cards. I'm differentiating between the regular and the reverse hollows. So you can have like a reverse hollow deck that's actually rare and worth more. It's fun. It's actually a fun hobby. It is. And I don't even know how to play the card game, but I like the collecting aspect of it. Okay. So it's fun. It's positive. It's good stuff. It's just a little concerning for those who are seeing this change. Notably, 2 years ago, I got into drama content. I started doing collabs with drama. And again, those long-standing fans contacted me back then and said, Phil, we're concerned. We don't want you to become a drama YouTuber. Yes, you could do it and you could be successful. I mean, everyone wants to make you a big lol cow. So if you lean into it and you do that content, sure, you'll get views, but at what cost? You're someone who built up a following over the course of 16 to 18 years for gaming. We don't want you to throw all that away just for the sake of quick profits. To which I responded, you're all right. I want you to trust me and understand I know what I'm doing, and this is all going to work out well in the end. And it did, right? Look where we are today versus 2 to 2.5 years ago. Before all that happened, we're in a much better position. Absolutely everything is improved. We can play way more games, best versions of the games. I can review technology and stuff whenever I want. Financially, I'm free to do whatever I want to do because of the amazing changes that happen as a result of me branching out and trying new things. That's directly the reason why. And it was all because I took a big risk and it paid off. Okay? You can't just sit here doing exactly the same thing every day and expect that while the world changes around you, you're still going to be pertinent. I know that now because I've been through it. I was at the very beginning of YouTube. It was very different than 2-3 years in. Then it was very different another 3-4 years in. Very different from when I first became a live streamer to now in the last 9 years. Things have changed a ton. Okay? I do have to try new things and roll with these changes. It's the only way that I'm ever going to succeed and keep going. However, once again, I want to hearken back to what I said over 2 years ago. Well, it wasn't over 2 years ago. It was just about 2 years ago when all of these changes began. Don't worry. At the core of who I am and what I do, I'm a gamer. I always want to be a gamer, and I will continue to do gaming content for as long as I possibly can. I want to repeat that. Okay? I'm going to continue to make gaming content for as long as I possibly can. I don't want to stop playing games and sharing those experiences with you because I love it. It's my passion. Even if all of a sudden I started making thousands of dollars a stream opening Pokemon packs and collecting Pokemon cards, and then I expanded out to do Magic the Gathering and One Piece and Yu-Gi-Oh! And that was overwhelming my content, I would still play video games even if they weren't very profitable. Why? Because I love it. I want to do what I love. I do have passion as a creator. There's a lot of creators out there, they're only in it for the money. Therefore, when they see the bag, they take the bag and they run with it, and they don't give a shit about anything else. Why do you think you have these YouTubers who blow up, then they retire? What do you mean retire? You're in your 30s. You're retiring? Are you retarded? What it shows is you never cared. You literally did it just because you wanted to blow up, grab the bag, run away with it, and now you don't care about the content you ever put out. All you wanted to do is make money. For me, I will literally keep streaming for as long as I possibly can, as long as it stays fun, I remain relevant to some kind of an audience, and everyone enjoys what I'm doing. I want to keep streaming games. Now, it may not be the same kind of games. All right, you have to understand that. But it's still going to be fun, and we're still going to keep doing what we're doing. All right? So don't worry about that. And again, some people are like, well, we're concerned. You're not going to play games anymore. You're playing less games. Right now, I'm not playing less games. What I'm doing is I'm juggling different games. I'll give you an example. And here's where the concern comes in for me, right? I have this audience of people who come and say, Phil, we want you to keep playing games that aren't Pokemon. You're doing too much Pokemon content. Okay. So yesterday, we had a whole stream of Resident Evil Code Veronica X where I made $60. The entire stream. I was streaming from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. I made $60. So if you don't want me to do Pokemon content, where were you? Then I streamed 2 hours of TCG Card Shop Sim, and I made $300. Well, just under $300 in 2 hours. Do you see? It's this simple. Actions speak louder than words. You can talk as much as you want about, oh, too much Pokemon content, too much trading card content, not enough gaming. And then I do the gaming that's not that, and it doesn't do well. So what did you expect would happen, right? Did you really expect that I would continue to do the content that's not doing well, right? I mean, I'm going to. Here's the thing. I'm going to keep playing Resident Evil. I'm not going to stop playing the game because I do like it a lot. But that's what happens is things that do well get more attention and will continue to happen. Things that aren't doing well will be phased out until we find things that will do well to replace them. That's called business. And I get it. A lot of people are like, well, I thought this was your hobby. It is, but it's also my job. All right, that's the reality of it. I'm not some 20-year-old who streams casually in his free time, and this is his hobby. He makes no money on it, and he can do whatever he wants. This is my job. I have to do what works. I have to move with the trends. I have to change and improve for the better, and I have to phase things out that don't work. That's called business. That's how it works, and that's how you stay successful. So, very simply put, I hear all of the feedback, I acknowledge it, and I welcome you for it. I want to keep receiving the feedback. However, actions speak louder than words. If you don't want the Pokemon content and you don't want the cards, actually show up to the other streams that aren't Pokemon. Come tonight to the stream where I'm going to do Steam testing games, and come and support that stream and suggest games and be a part of that. Later this week, be there for Star Fox. When I start the new Star Fox game, show up to Friday Night Fights and, support fighting games. Actually be there for Resident Evil tomorrow when I play it. And then maybe I'll be like, okay, see, there's a point. They don't want the Pokemon all the time. But if I do those streams and they do so poorly versus when I'm doing the Pokemon stuff, do you see how that's very contradictory? I hope this makes sense. And I'm trying to listen. If anyone has some kind of rationale, I'd love to hear it. But I'm not really hearing much besides, well, we just don't like Pokemon content. Okay, but I'm running a business. I'm not doing hobby streaming. This is to make money, to make a living, to support my family, to keep stuff going. How do you think I afford everything? How do you think I buy all the games? How do you think I pay for the internet? How do you think I do that? Because I make money. I have to make money. Not stream, 5-6 hours and make $60 because people apparently don't want Code Veronica, despite the fact they asked me for it for like 2 weeks straight because they said Code Veronica X is coming out next year. Play it. So I do. And then, no one shows up for it. I don't know what else to say. Okay. So it's that simple. All right. Now, Quasar says it's not just about showing up, though, because even if you have lots of views, that doesn't count if people aren't paying you. I just said support. You have to understand it's 3 factors of success, right? Attendance, engagement, support. Doesn't matter how many bare viewers I have. I could have 10,000 viewers on my stream right now. If no one's talking and supporting the content, it doesn't matter how many viewers you have. If you don't have engagement, meaning if you're streaming to an audience but no one pays attention to what you're doing, you're failing, okay? Or if I'm streaming to an audience of 10 people and one person drops $100, well, that's good for me. That's not good for the longevity of the content. What's happened is over the course of this month, people are showing up, engaging, and supporting this content. It's not, oh, I'm streaming to 10 people and they're dumping buckets of money on me. There's an audience for Pokemon content. There's an audience for the cards. They're here for it. See what I'm saying? It is a combination of factors, not just one. Buffalo Bill, another $2 super chat I'm not going to read, but thanks for $2. And Weesnaw, thank you so much for 4 months as a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. In the meantime, I just received another $200 tip. I'm not kidding. Another $200 tip just came in, and this person says, let's break the record then. Okay. So, with that $200 tip, okay, let's do the math. First off, that means another bonus pack for a contribution over 50. Now, we were already at 500, so now we go 550, 600, 650, 700. That's another 4 packs, okay? And that's a $100 contribution in one go, which means that's another pack of these specialty packs. So we're going to be doing 2 of one of the other, and we're going to open 14 packs of the Mega Evolution. We're opening 18 packs of cards right now, which absolutely positively is the new record. Okay, this is nuts, and we're about to do it too. Well, one person tipped $1.50, says, I say screw it, just become a PokeTuber. You're a natural at it. You're more interesting than other PokeTubers. You hit the algorithm hard. You're honestly a natural at this. Don't let a few hesitant people keep you shackled to an old version of Phil. I pay no attention to it. I don't even know what PokeTubers are out there or what they do. I don't know anything about them. Again, it's kind of like when people are like, oh, the FGC. I don't care about the FGC. I just play fighting games. I don't care if, who watches, how they criticize. Oh, you don't do it like the FGC does. Yeah, I don't care. I just make content for me and my audience. I don't give a shit about communities and stuff, not asking to be a part of it. All right? When I started making the content for fighting games around 2009, 2010, it was Street Fighter 4.